schedule 5, and what happened to your maximum travel distance, how you determine that, and evacuation routes, meaning that how is the circulation, how is the door, swing of the door, we need to identify that. Assembly point, the fire escape plan. Fire escape plan is actually the how you do the route, the circulation for the fire, meaning that there is no obstruction. Okay, how you gonna determine the fire hydrant? And I want to ask you whether this building has a wet riser system. Is there any elevator? Is there any lift? So this is not type of air. Okay, I think we are having slightly the typo. The checklist, the checklist. And also we are going to ask you what kind of aircon. Okay, so be prepared. I think I would call here. Siapa yang bertuah ni? Okay, siapa yang bertuah? Ini nama dia. Okay, how come I cannot? Lama, kenapa I tak boleh come back to the original lah? What should I press lah? What should I press? Kenapa tak boleh ni? I cannot open. What I cannot open? Okay, stop share dulu. Okay, alright. Now coming to 29. Okay. Lain kali jangan lambat. Anis, you don't be late, Anis, yeah, because we want you to draw. Okay, the first candidate, I nak Zul. Zul, are you there, Zul?
Yes, madam, I'm here.
Okay. I nak Zul tentukan the means of access, meaning that you need to provide how you determine the fire staircase, and a little bit on the door of the fire staircase, and also the passive design, passive design. Okay, nanti I bagi plan dia. Okay, number, okay. Tu bunyi apa tu?
Member sebelah.
Alamak. Member sebelah Okay. Can I have one or Afifa?
Yes.
Okay. Afifa, I need you to determine with the same plan, yes, that I'm giving you, I'm sharing to you. Please determine the fire accessibility and also fire hydrant, yeah. Alright. Okay. Last kali, I wish to ask Muhammad Luqman. Luqman, are you there?
Yes, madam, I'm here.
Okay, I want you to determine what kind of air conditioning system that you wish to introduce in this building. So again, I am sharing you this.
Okay, madam.
Okay. It's okay. We just sharing the knowledge here. Okay, is everybody see this one? Not yet.
Yes.
Yes.
Mak, I punya gambar ni, I kecilkan juga Okay. So, I'm saying that this is actually the plan. Can you just snap here? Ataupun I'm calling one any of you, the three of you, maybe start with Afifa dulu because she's dealing with the fire accessibility. How you gonna calculate the fire accessibility? And this area is about 4,000 meter square, and the I'm just giving you the information. The building itself, it's about 2,900 meters square. Most of the building here, the height is about 3.7 meters high. Okay, and the information for width and length. Okay, width dia. So this is just about very roughly. Width dia from here to here. Okay, this will take about 50 meters, more or less. Okay, and from here to here, this is about 40, 56, more or less is about 56 meter. Okay. It's about 50 meter. I'm just giving you the dimension from here to here. Anybody can try also, because we need the helper from any of the students. Okay.
Saya kena kira ni. Yes, ya. Aku tak pas. Kena kira laluan dia ke? Laluan nak lari. Aku
This is more or less to 50 meters from the line. Okay. Do you have any more question? Okay. So while they are using these tools as part of the exercise for today, so maybe we just have a very small, very short discussion. How is your site analysis going? Is it going well? Site analysis for your current project, Ikwan? Ikwan,
Yes.
now you are entering the final project ke?
Yes, madam.
Site analysis already done?
Yes, already submitted.
Already submitted.
Yes.
So of course, how about the group for legal and also for services?
They also done well.
Okay, so they know how to search.
Yes.
The nearest point for water discharge, water connection. Okay.
Yes, okay.
Okay. What else? What else you need to determine, Ikwan?
Maybe the electrical ni madam.
Apa dia?
Sources of macam
Apa dia namanya?
apa lah macam.
Electrical supply.
Electrical supply.
Okay. Electrical supply you need to search what is surrounding there. So what are there? What are those? You kena tahu apa? Nak tahu electrical supply, kena tahu apa surrounding. You buat the site analysis tapi tak tahu macam mana how you do the site analysis. Who are the grouping inside your services? Hmm? Siapa dia? Ikwan bukan Bukan dalam grup dia.
Bukan medium.
Tapi kalau bukan pun, but this is the project you are going to do individually. Of course, you need to know ni Ikwan.
Okay medium.
Kalau tak macam mana? Okay, who else? What else? Lagi?
Wastewater.
Lagi apa? Siapa group dia? Siapa ketua group dia? Who is the leader for the site analysis services group? Tak ada. Betul ke tak ada tapi dah submitted?
Group saya madam.
Siapa tu?
Faika.
Faika. Apa lagi Faika that you need to know?
Sewerage system, drainage,
Okay.
telecom.
Sewerage system. Okay. Then telecommunication. Okay. Alright. What else? Okay. So these are the things that you need to find out while you are getting the task, the brief, to understand how your building will be function with electricity, the water connection, water sewerage system, the telecommunication system. Okay. And also part B is fire accessibility. Okay, who is doing fire accessibility for the site analysis group?
Group saya juga. Group 5.
How many of you?
4.
4. Siapa? I want to know siapa dia.
Akilah, Luqman dengan Hidayati.
Akilah, Luqman, Hidayati. Akilah, Luqman, Hidayati and Afifah. Betul. Betul. Afifah
Faika.
Sorry, Faika. Okay. So, I must say that Akilah, Luqman, Hidayati, Faika will advise us because you are really expert in this matter. You already have done some of the discussion and also in-depth study on the sewerage system, water discharge, water connection, electrical supply and fire appliances. Okay. Betul ke, Akilah? Akilah ada kat sini? Akilah ada Luqman ada?
Ada madam.
Okay, Hidayati ada?
Ada madam.
Okay, Faika ada Faika tengah present. Okay. So everybody, this is okay. I need the information from everybody. This is not only you pass to Akilah, Luqman, Hidayati and Faika, but search all this information, but individually you need to know. Okay, this is your own project. Yeah, roughly is a gallery how you want to find the water connection, because this is to determine where is the discharge and also where you want to decide for the toilets, for the other system, and this is actually how you determine the services area, loading, unloading services area, and how you want to determine where is the electrical supply. Do you still need another TNB substation or you have to just connect it with the nearest TNB substation? Okay, Hiba ada. Is there Hiba here? Hiba ada? Hiba? Heba. Yeah. Okay, wake up. So, I know this is more likely Heba needs to understand a little bit on the Malaysian standard for building bylaw, building bylaw and some of the requirements for water connection, electrical supply. So I think more or less is if it is in Palestine, so you do need to know this kind of services, Heba, yeah. Maybe the electrical supply is slightly different a little bit, and also the water connection, water sewerage system, the drainage system. So in Malaysia, we do have the bylaw here that you can refer. Some of it are more likely on to know what is the distance, the minimum requirement distance for each group to allocate some of the services area. Okay, so we come back to our discussion. Who are the person who wants to start first? The lucky three student tu. The first siapa tadi? Afifah?
Madam,
Yep.
actually for my accessibility, I don't know how to apply it from this plan, but I can go by hydrant maybe.
Okay, this is more or less lah. Is not exactly, but I understand that I need to give you site plan. But this is just for us to refresh back our mind. How you want to determine the fire hydrant? I just want to ask dulu, Afifah.
Apa dia?
How you want to determine the fire hydrant?
From the fire hydrant, we can determine it from our entrance, which is from the fire hydrant, the distance from the entrance to our fire hydrant is 91.5 meter. And then
The nearest, okay, and to one part, okay. And also, how we determine the accessibility for fire engine
fire engine,
the access to our area? What is the calculation?
just distance and then
Okay, tak apa. While Afifah is doing the calculation, can we start with Zul?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Based on this very minimum information, how you are actually to determine the travel distance, minimum travel distance, maximum travel distance. First thing, what you should do?
First thing, we need to determine the door fire staircase.
Oh. Kan. Apa dia? Okay, dah lupa lah tu. Okay. Ada student boleh tolong? Siapa nak tolong ke? Siapa ke tu? Heba wants to help Zul?
Type of building, madam.
Macam mana?
First, we need to know type of building.
Correct. Type of building zone. Zul. Category of building. Purpose of building group. Okay, Zul. Faham ke?
Okay.
Alright. Where we can get the purpose of group? You never ask me what kind of building this. You didn't ask me. I saja je tak nak bagi tahu. Okay. So what is the building this? What kind of the building? So this is considered as a public building. Let's say that this is a multi-purpose area. It's gonna be a center, education center, meaning that this is more likely like a gallery, but this is more towards education center. It's a for public. So you have to determine at schedule 5 first. What type of building this is? Which part? Can you open it, Zul?
Yes, madam. Yes,
Okay, when you are given a task, don't simply make. I may say that okay, mean of access, but we have to go to a very fundamental. You have to refer back to building purpose, schedule 5. Okay, when you open the building schedule 5, building purpose, you need to understand which category. So if this is building is considered as a public building, it's goes to part 7.
Yes.
Betul tak, Zul? Okay, so you know already this is part 7. So for minimum and maximum travel distance, you need to refer to schedule 5, schedule 7. Betul?
Yes, madam.
So you have to open up the schedule 7. Open now. This is not only Zul, I'm also nanti I will ask other students because you are not so familiar. Ilya, are you getting with me?
Yes, madam.
Heba also can, Heba. That's why you need to open up the bylaw, building bylaw. Haris? Yeah, Haris? Haris? Good. So you open up your building bylaw. Okay, Zul.
Yes, madam.
What do you find inside 7 schedule for part 7 for category public building? What can they tell you about maximum or minimum travel distance there?
Yes, okay, madam. Still searching for it.
Okay. I stop sharing first while the other student, maybe Afifa and also Lukman, you snap dulu benda ni. You have to snap first while waiting for Zul getting the information for us, because I want Zul to explain and I will stop sharing once Zul is ready to open his schedule 7 schedule. Sebab during third year or during final year nanti, if you are not familiarized with building by law, I think it's quite hard for you to find the details and also the reason why you need to provide a fire staircase with a distance with z, blah 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 blah. Because if you have no reason, meaning that your building cannot be function well. Okay.
Madam, do you want me to share?
Okay, I stop sharing. You share.
Okay.
You share. Okay, please tell me what you can find from this.
So this is the 7th schedule. So our type of building is the place of assembly, this one. So the minimum distance together is 45 meter, and the maximum elevation is 61 meter. Is it correct?
No. You read back the title there. Read back the title. Sikit title there.
Okay, the 7th schedule, the maximum travel distance.
Maximum
Okay.
travel distance.
So the first group is
Nanti.
place.
Limit when alternative. I want you to read. Okay, limit when alternative exits are available. Maknanya unsprinkled system. The building is unsprinkled system, no sprinkler. So the maximum, this is maximum, not minimum. The maximum, it can be lesser than this one. This is the maximum travel distance is tengok tadi, nombor 7 tadi, part 7. Go down to part 7. This is the column for unsprinkled. Okay, 45 meters from door of the fire staircase to another door fire staircase. Maximum is 45 meters. It can be 30 meters, it can be 40 meters, but the maximum cannot exceeding 45 meters. If 48 meters, you still need another staircase, or you have to change the design, so make it nearer your fire staircase door, fire staircase to another door, fire staircase. So the third column, 61 meters, meaning, what is the meaning of 61 meters here, Zul? Okay, go
It
back
is
to
with the
apa, okay, ada, kenapa ni?
it is with
Column,
the sprinkle.
yes, sprinkled. Okay. So Zul tahu apa sprinkler dan tak sprinkler? Sprinkler and non-sprinkler?
If not, there is no sprinkler which is there is no.
Apa dia gambar dia? You know what is the image for sprinkler?
Yeah. The sprinkler this the
Tak kat
function is
mana?
when
What is the location of the
at the
sprinkler?
ceiling.
Okay, so you know Okay. The first column is date and limit. Okay, go down. Date and limit. Tengok for place of assembly not required. Place of assembly not required, meaning that you don't need to provide date and limit, meaning that there is no date and limit since this is a public building, it's a place of assembly, so you cannot design there is no circulation apa tu jalan mati circulation that is no to outdoor, you cannot design that place of assembly, so it's not required. Okay, so you understand Zul now? Okay, faham Okay, baru faham Zul ni. Sebelum ni I rasa tak berapa faham. Okay. Okay, I'm share screen again. So, Zul, where you want to determine the fire staircase here?
Where do I determine the fire staircase?
Where you want to determine the fire staircase?
Around of the service area.
Okay, you try to sketch. Pergi kat annotate. You go to annotate here. Ada kat atasnya ada code you annotate. Ada annotate kan? Okay. Okay, try design je kat mana-mana. Letak dulu kat mana. Then you explain why you are about to. The building is already there. You just to fill in. Okay. Mana-mana. Jangan ikut design ni. It can be anywhere, everywhere as long as you have the reason. Okay, the lighting of this building that you is a travelator, escalator, and also lift, and also the passive design fire staircase. So where you want the ideation to put it? Propose je kat mana-mana. You need some help? This is a discussion. It's okay. If you do not know, just tell me you do not know. Tapi I need you to concentrate.
Okay, madam.
Tak tahu.
I cannot see the.
Lukis je kat mana saja.
So perhaps maybe could be at here.
Okay, you lukis. Okay, you want to. But to remember, dia ada loading and unloading area at the back. Okay, it's okay. Meaning you have to redesign the loading and unloading area if you have to provide the fire staircase there. Okay, where is another fire staircase? You propose.
perhaps could be right here.
Where is the second? Okay. Right, give me the reason. How to use building is uh, with sprinkler. This building, there is a sprinkler in the building. So what makes you determine the first staircase is here? This is your first staircase here, and your second staircase is here. What is the reason?
Because since the building have the sprinkler, so the max stable distance is 61 meter.
Okay.
So
How you calculate the 61 meter?
from the door of the
No,
no.
it has to be perimeter zone. Perimeter. What is the perimeter? And I just say that you need to calculate from here to here. Okay, back. Wait, in the back here. Can I just say that you calculate directly like this, 61 meter? Okay, how you going to calculate? Can somebody help cepat? Macam mana nak calculate? Yeah? Oh, I cannot hear you because break. Okay, Hiba, macam mana? How you want to help Zul? Is actually determine the first staircase is here and the second staircase is here. What makes him decision to determine the fire staircase is here? How he can calculate that this is the maximum 61 meters? The way, the procedure, how he calculate?
Need to calculate the perimeter from like the pathway, like the exits until you reach the other staircase.
Okay, then
Not
the
like just
answer
a
is
line.
based on perimeter. Okay, perimeter meaning that you calculate this is, you cannot simply say like this, or you just simply cross the building like this. You have to calculate based on perimeter. The 61 is this one to go outside. But let's say this is, you have to measure from here to here to here and coming back to here. Is it 61 meters? If this is exceeding, you have to change the location of staircase number 2 or staircase number 1 so that the distance from staircase number 1 to number 2 in the perimeter it's 61 meter. Now you understand? Zul, faham tak?
Yes, I get.
If this is actually more than, let's say, when I calculate, okay, this is about 20, just now it's a 25 meter. 25 meter, let's say this is already 25 meter. Okay, this is 3, 6, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is already 12 meter. This is already 8 meter. This is already 8, 8, 16. It's about 51. You calculate, is it more than 61? 15 times 31 times, bukan, not times, add 15 add 31 add 12 add 8. Berapa dia punya perimeter? Berapa? Total?
66.
Ha? Berapa?
Macam tu ke?
66.
66. So meaning that this is already exceed, betul tak? Exceed the fire staircase location. So you need to redesign back to make it nearer, Zul. Okay. So mana Zul? Exceed. So you cannot put. So you need to find another location. You adjust the location. So you need to adjust to become nearer. Maybe your staircase shall be here. Oh, jap. Your staircase mungkin dekat sini. Staircase number 1 or number 2, it shall be nearer. You kena dekat sikit. Any suggestions? Nak dekatkan
Could be,
sikit.
yes. Maybe could be here.
Okay. But you need to remember need to this is a public area. See, people got kiosk here. You don't simply put your fire staircase to as an obstruction for the people to move to the other place. Okay, so let's say that you have to design the place, maybe here Zul. Okay, maybe here. This is the fire staircase. Okay, where is, you need to adjust from here to here, or so this is your second fire staircase should be there. Betul. Okay. Okay, you understand? Boleh Zul? Zul okay? Alamak, Zul tak dengar pula. Zul terkeluar ke? Zul, are you there Zul? Oh, Zul dah tak ada. Ikuan check. Kan Zul terkeluar ke apa? Zul terkeluar Ikuan?
Ada madam, ada.
Okay. Alamak. Zul okay ke Zul? Faham tak sekarang?
Nampak banyak nampak. Sorry,
Okay. So we have to change the location of the fire staircase is because the distance from fire door to another fire door is exceeding 61 meters since this building is sprinklered. If not sprinklered, lagi lah, only 45 meters the maximum. Meaning that if 45 meters, you cannot put the fire staircase number 1 here. This is not suitable. So maybe you have to shift. You have to draw. Okay. Maybe somewhere here. The next fire staircase. Okay, yang ni you faham How you want to determine the fire staircase. Okay, yang ni faham?
Madam.
I nak call Lokman pula. Okay, last but not least from Zul. How is the fire door here? How you want to draw the fire door?
Ni. Nak tu tengok dulu ke building tu strength ke
Boleh boleh you annotate how is the fire door? Can you draw? Okay, I want to
Apa tengok
to know
kalau type
how
of
is
building tu perlu plus
the drawing of yours.
dia boleh
Kat
Orang
mana?
dia
Macam
kena
mana dia punya
61
keadaan
meter.
pintu? What is the door swing of the door?
From the
Okay, you
inside
draw,
to
you draw.
the
Annotate, annotate. You draw.
from the inside of the building to the staircase, it will be inwards, and from the staircase to the outside will be outward.
This is ground floor plan. This is ground floor plan. Heba wants to help Zul. Zul, this is ground floor plan. If this is ground floor plan, okay. Let's say this is the fire staircase. Okay, apa Hiba? How you want to determine the fire door, the swing of the fire door? You know what is swing the fire door? This is the swing. Ni swing. This is the fire door. This is the frame of the fire door. So this is the swing. How is the swing of the fire door? No idea, Hiba? 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 Okay, this is not good when I'm calling you. If you cannot hear or your handphone has problem, you have to text me. You have a problem? I'm checking my WhatsApp. No problem. Everybody has no problem. Everybody can hear me. Okay, Zul, macam ni. Kalau misalnya at ground floor level, dia punya pintu dekat sini kena keluar, Zul. Keluar. Okay. Pintu yang kat sini kena keluar. Macam tu. Okay. Ground floor plan. Ground floor plan. This is ground floor plan. Ni yang madam takut because madam dah ajar lama dah ni. Alright. Luqman. Clear Zul? Clear Zul
Okay, madam.
Alright. So Zul kena tengok kalau if upper floor the fire staircase, the door of the fire staircase akan jadi dari dalam macam ni. Dari dalam. Ke dalam. So ground floor dia daripada sini dia keluar. Kalau daripada upper floor, so dia punya fire door kena macam ni ke dalam.
Okay.
Okay. Second floor to this one. If this is a staircase, there is a radius. Your swing of the fire door cannot like this. Okay, this is not good. Cannot. Wrong. So, your fire door shall be out from the radius. It has to be this area for meaning that you need to understand what is the length of the fire staircase. Nampak? You cannot exceed the radius. This is R, radius. So the fire swing, the swing of the fire door cannot enter the radius area. Dia kena keluar Zul Jangan buat, do not do the fire staircase like this. You are encroaching the radius. Cannot. No, this is right. Hima, are you understand? How you do the fire staircase? This is for upper floor. But for ground floor plan, Haris, ground floor plan dia kena macam ni, okay? Pintunya keluar. Okay, faham ya? Last week when I asked you, you said everything fine, madam. I am asking you. So faham ya? Faham ya cara nak buat pintu staircase? Down.
Saya rasa centralized aircon system itu.
Okay, centralize which area? Okay, you ni annotate, cepat annotate. Color sikit. Which area you want to centralize? You to use centralized aircon.
Nampak ke madam? Yang warna kuning tu.
Alright, okay. Okay, why?
Pasal satu lagi dekat yang sini.
That area. Is there any split unit that you want to use? Tak ada.
Macam mana madam? Sekali lagi kurang jelas tadi.
You are proposing only centralized aircon. How about this area? How about this area? This area? This area? This area? This one is centralized. Okay.
Yang
The blue one, what do you want to use?
Yang sini split air conditioning system aja.
Okay, split Okay, if you are using centralized aircon, what do you need to have to provide the space for mechanical? What you need to have? AHU. Okay, good.
AHU.
If you are using the centralized aircon, you need to have at ground floor you must have AHU at ground floor. What is AHU?
AHU.
It stands for?
Air handling unit.
Betul. Pandai. Because you are the leader for the services. If not, cakap dengan bro. Normally we want to put AHU in this plan. What is your suggestion? Kat mana nak letak? Normally the AHU. Where you want to allocate AHU?
Tak pastilah madam yang itu.
Okay. Alright, AHU is right. Lagi? What else? What else? Never mind. What else if you are deciding to use centralized aircon instead of AHU? What are the spaces that you, the architect, need to provide? Need to spare in the design? Apa dia lagi? What's that? But you are using centralized aircon.
Switch room ke madam?
Switch room tu electrical. Ni aircon. Different engineer. Now we talk about mechanical engineer and architect. They are providing the system, but the architect need to provide the centralized aircon. At ground floor plan, you need to have AHU, betul? Lagi apa?
Ducting, madam.
Yes. Sorry.
The ducting.
Doctrine. Hashtag.
Ducting.
Oh, ducting. Yes, you need to have ducting, but ducting will run above at the ceiling area. But you need to have AHU, okay? You need to have pump room. You need to have pump room. If not, the system cannot generate. Yeah, you need to have pump room. Inside pump room, there is a chiller to cool. You need to know the system, how the centralized aircon being function. Okay.
Madam,
Yes.
pump room dengan mechanical room tu sama ke?
Yes. Some of us, we just put, okay, because you are at the second year, mechanical room, but you need to specify pump room. Mechanical is the system inside there. I will show you the photo, the image. Okay, so kalau nak decide centralized aircon, you need to have AHU, you need to have pump room. Okay, now understand so far, okay? So
Okay.
for this plan, the AHU, I think they put somewhere. Yeah, I think they put somewhere here. Wait, AHU warna apa? Warna kuning. They put somewhere here. This is the AHU. Because the AHU, the ducting, they will go like this. Okay, this is for the room. For the outside, they will go like this. And then we'll the area. Okay, my correction. Toilet is not being air conditioned. Okay, Lukman, your sketches is slightly wrong because you are including toilet inside centralized aircon. Toilet is using natural ventilation, no aircon. But here, you have to use see the piping, the ducting is very long. Okay. Oops. This is the ducting. They blow. From here, then they blow. They blow the aircon. Okay. This is the ducting, the flow of the ducting. Okay. Okay. I know where you understand, what you are not understand. Okay. So tadi Afifah, you want to share something before I want to start? Now before I'm continue the lecture on air condition. This is the last week. Next week will be building system, automized building system. Afifah, nak share something about the bomba punya calculation? You know already?
Kalau apa tadi dah kira the volume.
Okay. So you sketch sebenarnya. Is it enough?
Estimated 9,805. Maknanya lebih
You catat kat situ 9,000 apa benda tu.
dalam ni.
You can annotate, pick annotate.
Okay. Sekejap. Jadi kira darab tunjuk balik ke calculation tadi madam?
Ya, you catat dekat situ. Catat kat situ. What is the volume of the building?
Oh, wait, no pencil. Dia tak nak tukar. Sekejap, imagine dia tak keluar draw. Oh. S volume. Volume dia nine. Sorry. 0 5. Okay, so kalau according to bylaw 140 ni
Okay. What is the decision?
the decision is we use 1/6 punya
Okay.
perimeter.
1/6 of the perimeter. Okay.
Lepas tu maknanya kalau 1/6 ni dah
Saya tak carta tu. Can you share to me what is the chart? Carta?
yes.
Oh, is that you can I'm stop sharing. You share the volume equivalent quarter, half.
Ya.
Banyak Korea. Banyak gambar Korea tu.
Madam nampak tak? Ni.
Yes.
Ni
Okay.
1/6 punya perimeter classes and
Okay.
ni yang
Alright. Okay, you stop there. You stop there. So I want everybody to understand. FIFA already calculate the volume. Panjang kali lebar kali tinggi. The volume means apa dia? Width times length times apa? Height. You get the volume. Now the volume is 800 cubic meter. So if 9,800 cubic meter falls under, what is the minimum proportion of perimeter building? 1/6. Betul. 1/6. Okay. Okay. Aku nak ajar lagi dah. So I know you already understand. So can you show me the appearance of the next page to show what is 1/6? Tengok jap tadi 1/6. Takut dah expired. This is the one. Okay, good. This is the one. Okay, if you want to do for the fire engine parameter, fire engine accessibility for the, so you need to do the calculation. Okay, now understand it? Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. So I keep on sharing. So suddenly, why suddenly 30%? Oh, because you Hiba, I think. All right. Okay, everybody understand. After I test one by one, then I know some of you are not still understand how you want to get that. Sebab nanti tak boleh buat design. Okay. Okay, please revise back what the wet riser system, dry riser system, why you need to choose wet or dry. Elevator, how to? Do you need elevator? Do you need lift? How you draw the lift? Next week, I will ask people to draw lift pula. Okay, settle. And continue with our lecture on the thermal comfort. So we need to understand how is the system, air conditioning system, because we need to understand the physics about thermal comfort. Thermal comfort is the outcome of a well-balanced combination of building system adapted to both the location of the building as well as the type of activity performed. Okay, let's say the activity inside the studio. We have a lot of movement. People are measuring, people are getting from one place to another place to discuss. So maybe you need the arrangement and the measured reading for the aircon slightly different. Okay, you have to control the system. Let's say 24, you are using now 22 degree. For you is quite, and also the load occupancy, how many people inside the room is quite many of you. Let's say for first year, already 50 of them inside one studio. So we need more, lots of aircon. So this is actually to understand the keywords here if you are using the thermal comfort and why you need the aircon system. What is evaporation? What is heat gain? Sorry, not heat gain. Okay, sekejap. I betulkan heat gain. Heat loss and radiance. Okay. You need to get the definition. During exam, I akan tanya ni, what is evaporation? Yeah. Heat gain tu apa? Heat loss tu apa? Please sketch the radiance. So bear in mind, in my class, alamak, now is 28 lah. Just now 30. So one of the student is not here. So I'm afraid that those who are not consistently inside my lecture, they cannot answer the question. My question, lot of it would be the sketching and also draw with description. I'm afraid that you cannot draw. Okay, you have to understand what is thermal comfort.
Okay.
So air conditioning system, there are two. There are two systems, centralized. One is decentralized. Then the decentralized, we are using the split unit system, meaning that it is controlled by the own compressor. Compared to centralized, there is a terminal elements because they must gather the sources and the mechanical at one room, at one area, that is cooling area, pump room, to distribute the system. Then you need the ducting. If decentralized, single package, split unit, you don't need ducting. I will ask student, okay? So you need to know which air conditioning system that you provide for the building. Nak centralized ke decentralized? If you choose centralized, of course you need to provide a HU room. You need to allocate the area. Sediakan dalam ground floor plan tu ada ruang untuk AHU, air handling units. And also you need to have the pump room. Kalau tak pump, how? The chiller, how to cool. The system will cool. To cool the area tu going to operate. Okay, jangan go. Okay. Decentralized, I mean normally in mid-rise building, decentralized. Because this is only a small area. That is why office building for bosses sometimes they are using the split unit because not every day, not everybody are having the activity inside the room. Most of them, when we say that the office open area, they are using the centralized because everybody on time will start the work from 8 to 5. So the position, the location, the seating would be at the same area, the same place. Normally for high-rise building, consistent usage time, that is why we use centralized. Consistent usage time meaning 8 to 5, 8 to 5. If the space it's not consistently being used. Let's say it's only used at maybe today 11 to 12, tomorrow 3 to 4 o'clock. So they may use split unit system or package system. Okay, I will ask what's the difference between centralized and decentralized. Tak faham? You kena tanya sekarang. What is the advantage and disadvantage? Okay, disadvantage of course centralized ni, you need to provide huge area for pump room. The mechanical room is away. You cannot put side your manager room beside your pump room. Cannot. That is why you need to understand centralized, decentralized. Okay, if you sleep, sorry, I cannot help. Machine noise, it's quite noisy. That is why when we need the sorry, cooling tower, the chiller is actually at the top area. When you draw this, and number two, because there is damper, maknanya dia berbunyi, the noise, the sound, dia kuat. So sometimes we need the insulation to insulate so that the noise from the machine is not disrupting the office activity. Okay. Decentralized sometimes is not so noisy because this is only in a small package, compressor. Okay, compact and offer. Okay, can't be used for smoke control. Smoke control, let's say there's a smoke there. If you are using the centralized, it can be detected with a sprinkler. That is why if there's a lots of smoke, so it automatically will be automatically will function to sprinkle the water from the ceiling. Okay, can be used to include active smoke control. If you use the if you use the centralized, that is the benefit. Kalau split unit tak boleh. If there is a fire, there is a smoke there, it cannot be detected if you're using the split unit. Okay. This is the image, nak tahu, okay? The brand, the image, okay? The heating, the cooling, now the multi-split system, there is a small package, the rooftop house and multi-V system, VRV, apa semua, we talk about VRV, the nearest, the latest technology, VRV, VRF. Okay, what is chiller? Chiller dekat dalam pump room. Sometimes at the cooling tower on top. Kita panggil tower tu because the location is on top of the building, rooftop of the building. So chiller ni, this is actually to comprehensive the air condition solution. Okay, this is the brand, salah satunya example brand LG. This is how I want to tell you that chiller is a large system, very heavy. You need damper supaya not so noisy. You need another layering on top at the bottom. So this will not disrupt the noise to other space. So chiller system is very heavy and big. Dia punya apa tu, the machine. AHU, air handling unit, slightly smaller because that is why you just need about 2 meter by 1.5 meters room, width and length for AHU for every floor. And the control system ni is a control lah. It's just like your punya. To control the aircon and everything is very small. And building management system, you need the building controller, officer to control. How is centralized from 8 to 5? Are you going to use another? What if after 5 they have another function? So the building operator need to adjust. So they can, on that particular day, they can adjust. They can use the aircon up to what hour, which hour. Okay, last time, after this I will revise back what we have learned about centralized. But besides centralized nowadays, we are also having the VRV. Semua orang kena tahu, okay, VRV. The variable refrigerant flow system has the ability to control the amount of refrigerant flowing with through the system. They cool the house, but they are using the VRV. VRV is like new technology and a little bit more silent compared to centralized. Okay, they simple lagi. They do not need a big room. Do not have a big room of AHU. The AHU room is very small. It's only 1 meter times 1.5 also can, because the AHU only need the fan coil units to cool the area. Okay, macam tadi tu for the centralized unit, you need a very large AHU. Macam mana gambar AHU? This is the blue one. But if you use the VRV, this is the one. You just need a fan coil unit. Sebab tu dalam keadaan 1.5 meter time 1.5 meters or 1.2 meters time 1.5 meters length and width of the area. Okay, so nanti you bacalah how it works. VAV, system variable air volume, and there are also VRF, VRV. Macam mana? Okay. VAV, variable air volume system, is an all-air system which can satisfy the individual cooling requirement of multiple thermal zones. This is achieved by supplying air at a constant temperature from general plant to one or more VAV terminal units in each zone and adjusting the amount of supply air to meet required cooling loops. Okay. Two-pipe VRF, yang ni VRF pula. So dia ada banyak sistem now. VRV boleh VRF, but you need to know which area that suitable. You tak boleh belasah, saya nak VRV semua. Okay, it can be VRV, but you need to know what is VRF or VAV. You need to know where and when you want to apply. People mistakenly believe that VRV and VRV are two different AIRCOND vision system technology. Dia kata VRV and VRF are two different terms for the same HVAC technology. VRV term, variable refrigerant volume. VRF, variable refrigerant flow. It's common, yeah, it's common. Okay, VRV. It's a sophisticated technology air conditioning system. Why the space is only small compared, we are not using VRV, we are using the normal centralized. Okay, if we are using VRV or VRF, your AHU is you can design a small area, small room. Sebab dalam dia only have refrigerant, you only have the inverter compressor, very small. You only have a air handler unit, indoor unit, and ability of modular expansion. Okay, this is the benefit if you are using VRF or VRV. Kecil je, very small. Okay. If you are using the VRF, they still need the indoor unit. They still need the ducting as well. Dia perlukan ducting pun. Yeah, you still need ducting, but inside the VRV there is a fan coil. Kalau the centralized is a very huge. Just now need chiller, okay, chiller besar. Okay, but AHU dia pun besar juga because they want to distribute the ducting apa tu semua. VRV if you use, you still need ducting. You still need ducting and diffuser. Tapi your AHU air handling unit you akan just a small because inside there only a fan coil kat situ. Macam tadi, it's only a fan coil. Apa lagi? Fan coil lah. You don't need a big machine inside. You heat recovering system. It's very small. System is small. Okay, come back to again. I try to redo the revision here. This is centralized and distributed to and from rooms by one or more fans and ductwork. So normally when you see this one, you need to have some of kind of the component, big component. Kalau you want to decide centralized system, you need to have cooling tower because inside cooling tower there is a chiller. Then you need every floor must have AHU. You have to design the area, the room. Where is the room? At every floor AHU. But if you are using the VRB system, you can alternate. First floor and second floor, they are sharing one AHU. Floor and fourth floor, they are using the AHU. Maybe the AHU only at the third floor. From the third floor, they blow out. Okay, they make another through ceiling. They run from the wall and through ceiling upper. And they to distribute with the ducting. You distribute with the ducting. Okay. That's why the upper message, the upper image here, cooling tower outdoor from outdoor to indoor air handling unit, and they distribute using the ducting in indoor. Fresh air intake, recondition, humidify, itu kat situ, the size dia. Okay. Centralized system, you must have condenser, expansion valve, evaporator, plant room. Okay, plant room. Distribution system works, you need the terminal elements, meaning that to get the flow, airflow, you need the grills, the diffuser. Grills bukan barbecue punya grill tau. The diffuser. Okay. Diffuser ni, nanti I tunjuk. Okay, see first what is the AHU for centralized, nampak ceiling mounted AHU. This is a ducting. The diffuser and grill tak ada pula gambar kat sini. This is individual cassette. Tak ada. Okay. Last week punya notes ada gambar. You have to see back. Okay. Okay. Another thing, after you buat centralized, if you pick split unit system, sometimes dekat bilik bos, bilik yang tak selalu orang ada, not everyday people occupy. So maybe the people can control. It's better for them to use indoor unit system. It's a split. Maknanya berpisah daripada centralized. Because we need to have the maintain and health comfort level, distribute air condition to and occupied space. Some of the space is very small. No need to join you need to coordinate it with the public, with the centralized. This is just a small indoor unit. Nampak compressor kat luar. This is the architect's task to design how you want to allocate the compressor outside the area, outside the house. Kalau tidak, dia tak tersusun lah. It's not being organized. The compressor is everywhere. Okay, lama tak jalan tak? Lagi satu, the package air conditioning system package unit is also normally a bigger version slightly daripada composite split unit. The conditioned air are transferred to the space to be conditioned through ducting, which is usually hidden in the ceiling and wall of the building. The unit is placed outside the house, a special room in a building, or even on top of the room. But in Malaysia, not everybody using the package unit. That is system besar dia macam ni. Tapi it's really control Kalau misalnya the occupancy sebab 100 tak boleh, you cannot use this one. Above 50 cannot. If there's only like 10, 12 or 20, then maybe you can use a package conditioners. But if exceeding this, I think it's better for you to use the centralized. Okay. This is more or less lah dia punya how does it goes in terms of there is a blower dalam package central unit, there is their own compressor, their own blower, okay, and they put outside at ground package system, then they can distribute the air cooling system for one house, whole house you can use package system. No need to use centralized untuk rumah, seluruh rumah. But there is also split units, meaning that maybe master bedroom, maybe the active room, they want to do the activities. They use the split unit system because they have an odd hour. The hours is not consistently used by the occupant. Okay, so far habis topik aircon. There any question? Any question? Okay, come. We have some quiz here.
Package air conditioner tu.
Tak, sebab kalau tidak
Yang
you tak akan
centralized.
faham. Any question?
Package air tu lain. Tak display. Dengan centralized.
Medium. AIRCOND.
Okay.
Medium.
Yeah.
Question.
Silakan.
Centralized tu.
Plan room kan dekat ground floor plan.
Kejap. Tak dengar you punya suara. Tak dengar you punya suara.
Pump room kan dekat plan kan.
Pump room dekat ground floor plan, dekat tempat bertanah. Okay.
Dekat ground floor plan tu bila ada pump room tu perlu ada AIRCOND juga.
Yes, sebab pump room is pump room. Sekarang ni daripada pump room dia nak distribute untuk nak kawal ke ducting. Kalau you buat centralized, okay, mesti ada ducting, betul tak? You want to decide to have centralized, you must have ducting at the ceiling, above ceiling. So the air diffuser tu is controlled by AHU, air handling unit. AHU must have at every floor sebab dia akan control the distribution for every floor.
Lepas tu AIRCOND tu kan kena susun vertically by floor kan. And then
Yes.
pump room tak perlu vertically juga.
Pump room is only one system dia dekat luar. Sekejap I akan tunjuk. Wait. Mana tadi? Okay, I share again. I share screen. This is I get it from somebody else punya. Okay, when I talk about kita pakai decentralized, okay. There is a type of aircon, ada cooling tower. So daripada cooling tower ni dia akan turun. Dia kan ada dia punya sistem dia nak evaporate ke, nak exchanger ke, komponen water pumps dia berada dalam cooling tower. Then the flow dia, each of the floor they must have the AHU, air handling unit. Mana tadi? Air handling unit. Dalam air handling unit, dia akan memproses the fresh air intake outside daripada sistem tadi tu. Daripada the cooling tower ni. Ada chiller plant, dia chill the air, dia sejukkan air. But to distribute every floor, they must have a AHU to control outside and humidity. Berapa banyak, scale dia berapa besar, dia punya air dia. That's why from roof to distribute to all floors, they must have AHU. Dia ada tapisan lagi kat situ. Okay.
Oh, okay then.
Okay. Tengok kepada diagram dia. Sekejap. Ni aircon. Air handling unit here. Before they distribute, see the distribution indoor tu dia ada ducting. Ducting tu dia control daripada ni. See, you nampak tak air handling unit like this? Air handling unit, lepas tu kat sini yang keluar ni adalah dia punya ducting dia. Keluar ke ruang bangunan lain. Okay, let's say lah, let's say this is the building. Okay, this is the building.
Jadi bagi-bagi lah dalam kan. Yang ada ni tu tentu tambah lagi boleh. Ada bagi tu boleh. Tapi yang ni dalam bentuk juga. Dalam bentuk.
Okay, from the pump room, ada piping untuk ke AHU. Daripada AHU, this is the air handling unit ni. So, dia akan ada distribution sebab tu there will be the ducting. This is the diagram, this is the ducting. Ducting is like this. Ni ducting ni, this is ducting. Can you see me? No, not. Ikuan ke siapa tanya?
Nampak ada.
Nampak Okay. Yang I buat ni. This is not chocolate. This is not food. This is the distribution. Ducting dia. Line dia macam ni. Full area diffuser. Okay, you see that this is the diffuser. This is the diffuser. Every ducting there must be a hole. The kotak ni, the area. So this is a hole. They need the hole here. We call it as not a hole. It's a diffuser. Okay, faham ya? Okay, like this. Ni dia keluar lah. Dia akan buat lah daripada bilik tu. Tapi dia akan control. Dia dah small partial of the. Kalau tidak, how come the big area like this, they want to bring inside the building? Tak boleh. This is dekat sini ada chiller dia besar. Might as well dia letak chiller yang besar dekat luar. And also it's very heavy and it's very noisy. That's why they put outside. Some of the high-rise building they put at the cooling tower. Chiller dia, cooling tower. Okay. Some of the plant room they put it at the sub basement. Basement susah sebab for the maintenance the lorry cannot bring the machine and also do the maintenance. That's why they are proposing at the ground area and or sub basement area. If there is a very limited space, tanah yang limited, tak ada tempat lain, then they put underneath sub basement. Okay, faham tak so far? Siapa yang boleh tanya tu? Faham tak? Oh, kering tekak Okay, come we ask the girls pula. Girls mungkin susah nak faham. Heba, you understand Heba?
Yes, we need the air handling unit and like every floor, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
If you decide to use the centralized, okay, that's centralized system is just like LISTD. Tamhidi, you know Tamhidi kan? It's our place studio. After 5 days stop because there is a limitation. They control the hours to use the centralized. Okay, if they decide to use centralized system, they must have farm room or plant room. Okay, when you come back to same, we find out where is the plant room for Tamhidi. But every floor, I think you are not so you are not so sure where is the location of AHU. It's between the lecturer meetings area and the row of my office. There is a room. They close the room there. That is AHU. So every floor they must have AHU to distribute the air distribution by using ducting and the diffuser to blow the air. Okay.
Madam, how do we know where to locate
Sorry, cannot hear.
How do we know where to locate the AHU?
The energy?
No. Where to locate the AHU?
AHU?
Yes, where to locate it?
Where to locate the AHU? Normally, AHU, we allocate at the services area. Okay? Okay, I'm sharing you the other one. Okay, all building. Okay, Okay. Where we want to allocate the AHU? Normally, we have to understand where is the services area and nettable area. Nettable area is a place where people occupy. They can rent the area. They will be there most of the time. So the services area is a common facilities that everybody can share. Let's say this is the multi-complex building. So the owner, like Heba is the owner, okay? Heba is the owner for the multi-purpose hall. And also, okay, ni Heba punya. This is your boundary, Heba. Okay, Irfan, you are the owner for seminar. Irfan, I. Irfan. But all those systems, you are actually, basically it's maintained by one project manager who owns the original building. Okay, this is the original building maintenance. They will control your system, Hiba, and also Irfan, and you will let them know what is the time to use the aircon for centralized. So for the building manager, they need to understand of the building operation where to allocate normally the services area. Okay, based on this why we are actually to put the AHU at the services area. Let's say if this area is to provide there is a fire here, they will together situated side by side by the staircase. There would be a pump room, there would be a AHU, there would be a toilet area, all the services, electrical room meaning that there would be a control electrical. Okay, control room is different. Control room you can put at the front area, at the slightly at the welcoming area on the side, because they want to control the opening there, and also they want to do the security system. They must have in there. But the AHU you can put together with this one, services area, lift. Okay. So normally when you design something, when you design a building, you have to see where is the location to put this one. As long as this can be near to services road. See at the back is a services here. Services park, because there is a bin, there is a store. Because last time the student, this is AHU, and remember you need to provide the swing of the door to outward, and they must have a ramp for PNB substation for services, ramp down, and opening the door has to be outward, cannot be inward. If this is gonna be a substation, so cannot wrong. So this is the AHU. If you position it at the end of the building, you can provide the outward door to people. If you want to do the maintenance using this road, services park, you park somewhere here, then you go to AHU and do the services. See. Okay, do you understand this one? Okay, Hiba, you okay?
Yes, madam. Understand. Thank you.
Okay, where to put? Okay, you know, must be a family, must have RAM. If there's a slightly different of level, but AHU normally at same level. Okay, and it's not okay you to enter. It's a building operator. Other than that, the swing of the door. Okay. Okay, any other question? Next week, we just finish off the building automation system and plus the calculation. We still need to do the calculation on the loading occupancy. Again, mathematics at next week. Today, I think you are, today we just settle the air condition system.
Madam, for the advantages on this solar system is the smoke detecting. So like how does how does like the aircon system, what does it have to do with the sprinkler, with detecting with the function of the sprinkler?
Meaning what? Meaning when you need the
No, no,
sprinkler
no.
and non-sprinkler area.
One of the advantages of centralized is that it detects the smoke,
Oh,
right? The
okay.
sprinkler
Yeah.
works. So how does that relate to the aircon? What does it have to do with the smoke detecting? Does it prevent smoke detection or
Yes.
what?
Yeah.
I see.
Okay, I understand that the question. Okay, I stop sharing this one. Okay, I try to find another that one. Okay, this is something to do with the condensate from your air conditioning system, because it's a very huge, it's a very huge distribution, and of course there would be inside the very huge system there would be a warm air and humidity in the condensation unit. So in that kind of air handling unit, the centralized, there would be a system can together. It's because of the humidity, it's because of the condensation happen. So they will take into account how this system can relate with the sprinklered and non-sprinklered for fire. Okay, I will try to I try to find the diagrammatic here. Wait, centralized. Wait. We just, I'm sharing this. Maybe we have to wait. It's a system that being controllized with the control system. Yeah, a centralized control system consists of irrigation management software. This is something to do with the components on the communication sensor. Of course, the automatic irrigation system. The system allows for the program to be controlled from a computer. So this is just like a computer that will control the automatically adjust to be installed together with the weather station. So automatic weather station is being to install together, several controller install while they are using the centralized. Actually do not sharing the same ducting. No, they cannot share the same ducting because the ducting is for airflow. But they are using maybe it's kind of a piping there, irrigation installation piping for the sprinkler. For the sprinkler, they install together. But they are not sharing the same ducting. No, ducting is for air. So the benefit is they can along the way, when they design a long ducting, beside the long ducting, they will provide to hold the piping for sprinkler as well. So they can work together in terms of the placing the automation, but they are not sharing the same place. Ducting as a sprinkler, no, cannot. Of course, different path. Okay. But when they actually at the huge volume, a big volume, the whole area is scattered for centralized. Of course, there is a system to cater as well the sprinkler system. The piping will go along the way the ducting. Ducting this side, piping this side. But they can go along the way if the mechanical is going to design the piping. They are not crossing each other. So the component of centralized control system is along the way with the ducting, but they are not sharing the same ducting. Okay, sprinkler not using ducting. Sprinkler only do you use the piping because inside the piping there is a water. Inside ducting is the air, the fresh air that they get from the inlet AHU. Okay, macam mana nak cakap? They are two different things. But they can get the benefit because how they design the piping and the ducting in terms of the space area, they can hang each other. Ducting, under the ducting, they can hang the hook for piping sprinkler. I show the image there. Wait, I try to get the image. Centralized system. See, where is the image? Office. Okay, the line here. The riser, the line. See, the sprinkler head is just like ducting, but they can run the piping underneath the ducting area. Yeah, I try to find the sorry. Ducting AIRCOND. Nampak tak in terms of design? Air conditioner pipe and also the wiring. They can design along the way, but they are not sharing the same place. Different. This is for air. The piping is for water. There is a sprinkler water inside the piping. Okay, Hiba, macam ni. Dia tak sama, tapi because of they actually at a very huge area, so it's an advantage for them to design together. Sometimes they hang together. Okay, the piping.
Madam, is it possible to cover
apa?
Cover dia punya sistem tu, like dia punya wiring semua tu.
Memanglah kena cover. Sebab tu kita kena ada ceiling. Ini berlaku atas ceiling. Above the ceiling, we can see this one. If you take out the ceiling at PD, our studio, if you take out all the ceiling, you will see this one. The ducting. Yeah. So the architects need to find how to cover by having a ceiling, okay? That's why to cover it with ceiling. Ada tak nampak? This is the nicer one, nampak? You already cover. Okay. Siapa tadi yang bertanya? Habis siapa tadi yang bertanya? Boleh tak jawab, madam?
Ya, madam.
Siapa nama dia?
Aisyah.
Aisyah. Okey, kena cakap Aisyah. Tak boleh nampak muka Aisyah. Aisyah nampak tak? Ha. Ini dia dah cover plaster ceiling. Okay, this is a plaster ceiling. Okay, ID dia lah interior designer, nampak? Dah cantik dah. Tapi bila dia take out the plaster ceiling, dia nampak macam ni. Atas tu, atas ceiling tu, nampak? Okay.
But madam, for plaster ceiling, how, like, for maintenance, how do they, it's difficult for maintenance, right?
No, it's okay, it's very easy. Easy to install, very fast. Very fast.
I mean, like not like Tamiri's ceiling. Tamiri's ceiling is like, you can easily, like, you know, take out the parts. It's like wooden ceiling.
We already have expert to install. They create the area. They just skim after they join. That's why they need the rod wire here. This we call it as a rod wire. Nampak tak rod wire tu? Steel rod here to hang dia ada beberapa jenis ceiling, suspended and non-suspended. This one is a plaster ceiling. Okay, the ceiling sometimes ada two types, suspended and non-suspended. Suspended meaning that you need the aluminium frame to hold the ceiling. Okay, I put it here. Wait. I get the picture. Okay, see Hiba, this one. See this picture, suspended ceiling structure.
Yes, so I'll make in studio, right?
Suspended means they need the the rod to hold the frame. Semua ni ada frame. Dia ada frame dia. Kalau tak ada frame, without frame you cannot stand. This one will fall down. So they will hold. That's why when we do the inspection, the rod must tie at the beam. You cannot tie at the because it cannot be hold in a longer time. So you need to tie at the beam area. You bolt here. It's a suspended ceiling. This is a frame, aluminium frame. You see the aluminium frame? Sebelum buat ceiling. Now this is just like Tamidi. Nampak? This is the final photo, final touch. Is a completed ceiling. Nampak ni? You can see this is the final. Nampak Okay. Iva cakap pasal saya kalau nampak. Nampak? Okay, nampak? This one.
Yeah.
Sometimes this open for maintenance. For maintenance, one side dia akan open. We will open. This is for decoration. This is for decoration. It's very minimum punya cost for decoration at the ceiling area. Santai. Okay. Now you know how they will fix the fluorescent here, the ceiling, the diffuser. Ni diffuser tau. Okay, and this is the rod. This is the beam. Ceiling dia kat bawah. Okay, that is why I need everybody to sketch the height of the ceiling, the beam, where is the area for air conducting. So you know the air conducting is above the ceiling area. Nampak? This is the one. This is the can you see this one? Ducting dia? Under the beam, you cannot pass by, you cannot punch beam, you cannot do the holes at beam. Beam ni is a structure. Tak boleh langgar, tak boleh potong beam ni. Haris, tahu tak Haris? Nampak Haris? Haris. Alamak, nanti nak buat section tak tahu dah kalau tak masuk kelas. Okay, so this is the one. Nanti next week I akan soal Haris. Okay, anyway, I will have a video here so that you can see clearly how is actually your people are fixing, fixing. Wait, okay. Fixing the ducting system. Is it okay? Alamak, apa ni? Ducting. Wait. Keep. This is the steel rod. This is the ducting here. How people fix the ducting. Haris ada tak Haris? Tengok ni Haris. Okay, you see this one Mana position of the ducting? Jangan tekap di bawah tanah. It looks easy, but it's very heavy. Install, so fabricate. This is the flexible. This is a completed ducting. We have to measure. Okay. Very simple. Macam senang je. Okay. Alright. Hope that everybody already understand. Stop share. Very simple. Okay, Akila, Kaim.
Yes, madam.
Now you know I nak next exercise is to sketch kat mana sebenarnya. I'm giving you the section. So where is the location exactly for the system? Okay, I'm giving you sections sekejap lagi. So nanti you sketch sekejap dekat photo using annotate. I'll find you the section now. Sebab kalau nanti tak faham Alice Amalin dan Alice. Nur Alis Amali. Alis.
Yes, madam.
Mana ni? Aduh. Oi. Alis.
Yeah.
So, are you with me daripada awal?
Yes, madam.
Okay. I try to get you section. Aisyah ada Aisyah. Aisyah
yes,
dengan
madam.
Alia. Okay. Alia Farina.
Yes, madam.
Amira.
Mira.
Amira ada.
Yes, madam.
Anis Syabia ada.
Ada madam.
Okay, good. Nanti madam sambung lagi panggil. Sebab sikit lagi ni dah nak habis. Lagi half an hour. Nanti kita next week kita jumpa. It's quite heavy lah pula I think. Nyam. It's a very heavy lah pula.
Ya, betul sedap tidur.
Final presentation.
Ya? Oh.
Ada section.
Section. Okay. Okay, tadi siapa yang I panggil nama dia tadi? Ada 2 orang tadi. Panggil seorang takut dia ni. Okay, can you see that? This is a section actually. This is a section. So this is an auditorium. So, okay, how you actually want to do the section to function for a building? Of course, this is if you consider this as a centralized. Okay, students here are not so well captured. They tak faham, not so sure. Okay. Ini siapa yang I panggil tadi nama dia?
Akila madam.
Akila. Okay. Akila, can you detect if this is going to be a centralized, where actually is the position of the air conducting that you need to draw at section? You use annotate. Tak apa. Salah tak apa. Kita nak belajar. So that you know. When you do the section,
Ducting madam.
yeah, ducting dia kat mana? Okay, why? Why I slow ni? Because I want every, I mean annotate. You sketch.
Dah annotate dah nampak.
Mana tu? Nampak macam ulat je.
Letak dekat sini. Macam mana?
Atas ceiling. Atas ceiling. You kena buat balik ni. Kena buat atas ceiling ni. Mana? Okay, let's say. Okay. Mana tadi? You have to understand this is your beam. Ni kau punya beam. So, this student, they're not capturing the air condition system tau. That's why the section, dia tak sepatutnya ceiling height dia lebih rendah sedikit. Okay, why I'm saying this? While they are design, they need to know what is the distance, what is the distance from floor finish here. Okay, why? This area is this is a beam. This is a beam. You cannot punch the beam. This is for structure, stability. Okay. So underneath underneath, this section is wrong from the students. So underneath, you must provide the aircon, that thing, okay, lebih kurang tadi, berapa, 350, 400 mm, 100 mm lah. So you punya duct is supposed to be from here, okay, change colour. Katalah ni duct you, duct you kat sini, dia akan change sikit. This is the duct, okay.
Ducting ni untuk centralized kan? Sistem.
Then bawah duct tu barulah ada apa?
Diffuser.
Ceiling. This is the ceiling. Nampak tak? The ceiling. So, what is the mistake for this student? Sebab when they want to calculate what is the clear height? Clear height means apa? Clear height from the ceiling to your floor finish level. F, L, floor finish level on top of the finishes. Not here, not here, it's here. Okay, what is the height? This you need to determine, that is why you need to sketch. Sebab tu you need to sketch. See? Draw the duct, everything. This is already not function. Every room is not function because the height of the room is below than 1.5 meter. The door has to be 2.1 meter. 2.1 meter for the door height. This is already wrong. Still, this is not the accurate section. Okay? This is not function at all because they don't take into consideration the height of the ceiling from the beam and also the ducting, because they declare this area is a decentralized. They are using centralized system, centralized air conditioning system. Okay, so you know dia punya the wrongdoing from the sketches here. Okay, let's say for the lobby down here. Okay, siapa yang the guy tadi? Siapa the guy tadi yang I suruh? Siapa nama? Bayim. Oh, Bayim. Come. Okay, kau your part pula. Draw. Annotate. You draw dulu. Dekat student lounge, dekat lobby, kat mana sebenarnya kedudukan aircon kalau kat section tu. Drawing ni, this drawing is not right. You amend, make it right.
Okay.
Apa kesilapan? What is the apa tu?
Kena draw ducting dengan ceiling ada.
Ya. Annotate.
Saya dah annotate, ada nampak ke?
Belum lagi lah. Mungkin internet. Baru nampak. Okay, kat mana ceiling dia pula?
Ceiling satu line je.
Warna lain.
Benar internet.
Okay, thank you. Okay, this is right. Betul. So, normally, this is the floor slab, the upper floor slab. Yang ni adalah rod dia, steel rod. So, biasanya beam, normally the beam size, let's say this is 450 mm. Okay, alamak, I use this one lah. I use this one. Ni 450 kan? 450 mm. Dia punya beam. Okay. Then, the aircon kat bawah dia. Jap. Okey, lagi sudah mula Syafi. So deducting sometimes, then underneath dia baru ada ceiling. The ceiling line. Then baru ada clear height. Okay. This is your beam. So dia ada ducting. Then is a ceiling line. Apa color? Okay, this one lah, color ceiling. Then you can find this is the clear height. It's the clear height. This is a ceiling. This is a ducting. This is the beam. So you cannot punch the beam. You cannot punch the beam. Boleh faham eh? You understand? That is why you need to, when you say that your gallery, it has to be 3 meters, let's say 3.5 meters height. You have to calculate. So from the above slab, what is the height, the overall, the total? The clear height is only starting from floor finish level up to ceiling. Is a clear height is a what, 3.5 plus 400 plus 450. So 3.5350 mm, you plus 400 mm, take AIRCOND, and you plus 450 mm thick beam. Total, how many? How much total? Added up the, huh?
4,500.
4,000. Jadi you kena buat section jadi 4,500 lah. So kat sini 4,500 sebenarnya. So actually you are providing 4,000 mm. To finish level. The here. More or less is with AIRCOND. Normally it's about, it can be 850 mm. But the minimum it can be 600. It can be 600 provided your the beam maybe it's smaller, only 300 the thick of the beam. Okay, 350 mm. Alright. From ceiling with AIRCOND and under the beam with beam. So, okay, this is you must take into account when you are doing the section. Okay, itu sajalah. Just want you to know, to understand where is the position and the consideration when you are draw the section. Okay, tamat, habis pasal AIRCOND. After this, if you still not understand about the AIRCOND, you still can ask next week. Okay, as for now, this is the part that you need to understand. Haris, you must know how to draw. Oyim, you must know how to draw. And the girls, you need to know what is the height of the section. You need to decide. Okay, for gallery, you dah boleh sketch dah. Okay, need to have in your drawing consideration. Okay, I nak round table. Okay, if you want to snap screenshot, okay, you can screenshot before I delete this one. This is just the exercise. Just screenshot. Okay, Hiba, you already screenshot, yeah? Hello, everybody is sleeping ke? Not answer to.
Dan madam.
Cakap dah. Aduh, jangan tak buka. Ni, video mana tahu. Okay. Dah, okay, I stop share. Itu dia. Okay. 15 minutes. Nak dengar dia punya any other question? Ni working drawing ni. You all dah belajar working drawing juga kan? Working drawing. Tengok the final presentation. External submission. This is what I'm afraid that everybody is not considering this one. Okay? Ramai yang tak. You see, some of your senior also, they don't get it right. Okay, that's why be very careful if you are referring to your senior. Sometimes they are not considering the AIRCOND, but when they present, they say that, oh, this is when the panel asks you what is the condition system that you use, oh, centralized, cakap centralized. Okay, but at the real time, when we ask them to draw, they do it not in the right way. Okay, this is a seminar room. Okay, this is final project for the third year. This is seminar room. See how they design. Only a very small, short thing. The auditorium. They are not considering the AIRCOND at the seminar room. Okay, you see, this is the. Okay, nampak tak? This is the beam. Okay lah, this is the beam, only small. So we are expecting that dia punya the ducting happen at this area. Okay, ni betul lah, ini betul. So see, they allocate about 4,500. So your gallery nanti, remember, if I find out gallery only 2.7 height, 2.7 meters height, meaning that something goes wrong with the calculation and your determination for the conditioning system and also ceiling system. The height of the ceiling, okay? Remember, section, I will check. And this is the ni dia punya ceiling. Okay. Fahmi is saying, this is your senior. Dia betul. Okay. Cumanya the upper part seminar room, I think is not doing the right thing. Because ni dia punya beam. This is the height of the beam. This is the height of the beam. Suddenly, they don't for AIRCOND. Nampak tak? AIRCOND supposed to be here. Then, baru ada ceiling. Nampak? See? So, at the end of the day, the height here is not in the right measurement. This is seminar, babe. Seminar. Seminar need to be a condition. This is right. This is wrong. Okay, itu saja. Okay, I nak round kejap. Faham ke tak faham? Okay, tadi ada panggil Balkis Afifah. Balkis, Dawa, Fahmi. Answer me now. Okay. You get me? Faham ya? Hari ni, for today, you faham ya? The position and how you want to draw. Okay, Hanan, Faiza, Haris.
Medium. Medium.
Right. Heba, Hidayati, Ilya. Heba,
Madam.
understand? Okay. Hidayati faham? Ilya.
Yes, madam.
Okay, faham ya? Boleh sketch tau. You need to sketch. Okay, Dawa, Fahmi, Faika.
Okay, madam.
Yes, medium.
Faham ya? Right. Jelas ya?
Jelas.
Okay, Ikhwan. Mana ni? Ikhwan Irfan. Ikhwan
Ya,
dan
madam.
Ikhwan. Faham?
Faham, madam. Faham, madam. Faham.
Kan tak boleh yang kan. Aduh. Luqman, Syifa. Mana Syifa?
Ada, madam.
Ada. Okay, Nur Adis Amalin, Akila, Dayini. Alamak, tak masak
Okay.
apa bunyi tadi? Okay, faham betul. Widat, Qayyim, okay? Widat and Qayyim. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Sudah. Nak masuk topik baru. Okay, this is your snap. Kesalahan yang biasa student lakukan. The wrong thing that is always in their drawings. Okay, itu saja for today. So hopefully that you can complete your assignment. So we will do some calculation next week for load occupancy and also building automation system. New topic plus the calculation. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, lepas we do